All right, the Anarchy Wrestling Tag Team Championship on the line. In our next contest, the challengers, Mike Posey and Corey Hollis, Alabama Attitude. The champions, the Temptation Shaun Tempers inside the ring. His tag team partner, the Deadly Sin 7 on the apron, the Elite.
And again, you talk about the cards are obviously stacked in the Elite's favor. Look at just the pure size difference between 7 and Mike Posey, Corey Hollis. I mean, it almost takes both of them to equal 1-7. And again, looks like Mike Posey having the upper hand here with a with an arm lock. Let's see, and a waist lock by Shaun Tempers. Trying to feed around here, seeing if he can get an opening. Now, I'm not sure which one I like more. I mean, you talk about tag team continuity between Mike Posey and Corey Hollis, Alabama Attitude, two of the finest tag team wrestlers in all of professional wrestling, but against the sheer power and experience of Shaun Tempers and the Deadly Sin 7.
Well, Alabama Attitude have, I don't want to say they haven't been on the same page lately, but something's been off between these two. Don't
you say that. Don't you even think it. There is nothing wrong. That is one of the greatest tag teams on the market. I don't want to hear you criticize the cohesiveness of Alabama Attitude. Well, everything is hunky-dory in Alabama Attitude land.
Well, we've seen Alabama Attitude in more singles action recently. You know, last week, or 2 weeks ago, Mike Posey went after the Mask of Wild Side. The week before that, Corey Hollis had a tremendous match with Stephen the Fever Walters.
But again, you understand. I mean, there was a $5,000 bounty on the head of Wildside from Cash Vault. Why would he not engage in singles competition there? That makes sense. Maybe they split the pot, $2,500 each. You never know. That'd buy you a nice new mink coat.
Well, I wonder if any of this has to do with Mike Posey's obsession with Franklin Duff. Yes, we know Mike Posey will get Franklin Duff in the ring at some point in time.
Oh, wow. Mike Posey hates Franklin Duff. Well, put him on the long list of people that hate Franklin Duff. I could name the people that don't hate Franklin Duff a lot faster than I could name the people that like him.
I have no problem with Franklin Duff. Franklin Duff is the reason I work for Anarchy Wrestling.
Franklin Duff is a generous buffoon. He controls the shots, but he doesn't know what he's doing. He has some of the greatest tag team talent in all of professional wrestling. He's squandered in this hate feud that he has with Mike Posey. It's wasted talent. Let me teach you about running a business, Wolverton, because I am Andrew Pendelton III. I bleed money. I am the man when it comes to making business decisions, and that is a poor business decision on Franklin Duff. It just shows you his naivety in this situation.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Corey Hollis can do in there with the Deadly Sin 7.
And you can't agree with me on air because you're afraid Franklin Duff's going to fire you. Can you just agree with me that that's a bad business decision by Franklin Duff?
The only thing I'm going to agree with you on right now is that the Tag Team Championship is on the line.
And me being a 3-time former Tag Team Champion, I am the best person in this business to call this match. Would you agree? Of course you would agree, Wolverton, because you don't know any better. I'm fantastic. I could do this by myself. Why don't you just sit there, eat your pot pie, and I'll go ahead and call the rest of this match.
It's chicken.
Chicken pot. Okay, chicken pot pie. Good job, Wolverton. Back to the action, please, Wolverton. Back to the action.
Well, the tag team titles are on the line this week. Alabama Attitude, the challengers, the Elite, the tag team champions. Hollis rocking 7 with forearm shots.
And just continuous forearm shots to the side of the head, staggering the Deadly Sin 7.
You see 7 just brushing Hollis away. Now going for the throat. Going to pick him up. It was that same body press that won the Elite, the tag team titles back in Hostile Environment.
He's got the rear chin lock almost like a sleep. Oh, he's got the sleeper hold lock in on the Deadly.
He's got the arm. That's a crossface chicken wing.
Does he have a standing crossface chicken wing? Yes, he does.
And he's got all of his body weight on the back of the Deadly Sin 7.
A move made famous by former champion
Bob Backlund.
There you go.
And Hall of Famer. But again, back to the gorilla press. A full press and a drop.
Just the sheer the power that it took to get out of the crossface chicken wing and lift him up yet again, dead weight over his head is just simply impressive. You have to admit that Alabama Attitude, as much as I like them and their cohesiveness as a tag team unit, they have to be the huge underdog to the size and power of Shaun Tempers and the Deadly Sin 7. Do you know why 6 is afraid of 7?
No.
Because 7, 8, 9. It's a little color commentary for you. Get it? 7, 8, 9? All right, Wolverton.
Gotcha.
Keep your eye on the prize, Wolverton. You know, what I'll do next time, I'll put a backboard up so the thought will bounce off of it and then hit you in the head. Because that's a water joke. You got to wait for it to soak in. Like 2-3 minutes from now, you'll get it and you'll laugh.
Well, why is Mike Posey cheerleading from the floor?
Because the Deadly Sin 7 was staring him down the face. He has to be fresh for when Corey Hollis makes that tag. Being on the apron, getting clobbered by 7 does nothing to help this tag team contest to win those tag team titles, Wolverton. You have to be smart to be a tag team wrestler. 90% mental, 50% physical. That's what I always said. And Corey Hollis here in a bad way in the Elite's corner. Jeff G. Bailey orchestrating from the corner here.
Well, he sweeped into a pin. Caught Tempers by surprise.
Snap suplex from Tempers and a quick pin, 1, 2, and that's almost a 3 count. Jeff G. Bailey just chomping at the bit for his team to destroy Alabama Attitude. Hollis fighting back on Shaun Tempers with some shots to the midsection, and Tempers answers that with a shot to the head and another trading blow to the face. We have forearms galore here in the middle of the Anarchy Arena. The spinning back elbow.
Well, we know Hollis
discus
isn't
punch,
afraid.
and we have a tag. Mike Posey on fire here. Clothesline, clothesline. Ducks a clothesline. Jumping leg drop. It's just simply amazing move here. Takes Shaun Tempers completely by surprise. And you can see the difference in this crowd cheering on Corey Hollis, but not so excited about Mike Posey. And I don't understand why, because he's fantastic.
Neck breaker blocked by Posey, sent him into the foot of Hollis.
And then an enziguri by Mike Posey. Again, the cohesiveness is the tag team, keeping 7 out of the mix, because he's obviously the bigger man. These two need to keep 7 out of there. They have their best shot at pinning Shaun Tempers.
7 doesn't seem to be too worried on the apron. Jeff G. Bailey can be a hard read at times as well.
And the rolling senton splash from the outside. And again, you look at the cohesiveness and the quick tag of this Alabama Attitude team. This obviously gives them a very distinct advantage.
Up and over with the leg drop by Posey.
And the question is, we see impact move after impact move. How much can Shaun Tempers weather? I mean, he is the tag team champ, former heavyweight champ, former longtime television champion, one of the greatest champions in the history of Anarchy Wrestling. But a man can only take so much. He has to make the tag to the Deadly Sin 7.
Well, he's done just about everything you can possibly do here at Anarchy, save for maybe, what, the Young Lions Championship, perhaps?
Again, but just one of the most decorated superstars in the history of this profession.
And let's not forget that while he was heavyweight champion here, he also reigned as the North American heavyweight champion.
Again, another championship belt on the mantle at the Casa de Tempers, as he likes to call his mansion.
Tag made Hollis back in. Posey held the arm out, but Hollis decided to go for a roll-up.
And you see Corey Hollis staying right on him. He tried to turn. It's just natural instinct to the Deadly Sin 7 to make the tag. Hollis quickly spins him around, puts him in a rear chin lock here. He's got that bicep squeezing, constricting the airflow, constricting the blood flow going to the brain of Shaun Tempers, and that really puts him in a fog. As many people see, obviously, in professional wrestling, chokeholds are barred, but the common sleeper hold is actually cutting off the blood supply to the brain, which a lot of the fans don't know.
Corey Hollis going to the pin after that snap drop kick. Tempers still able to kick out.
And again, Tempers desperately reaching for 7. He can't seem to make it to his corner, and the cohesiveness of Alabama Attitude is just proving to be the deciding factor so far in this match.
Snapmare takeover by Mike Posey. Quick leg drop.
These running rapid-fire leg drops, trademark a la Mike Posey, the split leg drop, and we got a pin. 7 comes in to break it up.
Finally decides it's time for me to come in.
He got in there at the last moment. It was close. He's got the body grapevine again, constricting the breathing. Got the hands around the neck, squeezing, constricting the blood flow, and again, just compacting, compiling.
It's going to make it hard to breathe.
hard to breathe.
Hard to concentrate.
Exactly. A lot of your motor skills slow down or disappear when you're in one of these positions.
Dee Byers almost found himself in a sandwich. Posey again to go right back up. Maybe using Dee Byers for a little leverage there to stay on Tempers.
And, you know, really, if he would have rolled past Dee Byers, he may have made the tag.
He very well could have. He was that close.
Dee Byers is right in the way of this tag, and you have to wonder, there he goes to get out of the way.
And
they cannot let the fresh man Se7en, who has been sitting, waiting, just salivating, waiting to get in the ring and rain havoc on these two.
Back suplex by the Temptation Shaun Tempers.
They have to stop this tag. Obviously, you saw Mike Posey dropped on the back of his head, and the question is does he have the mental facilities to be able to stop this tag? He needs to get to Tempers, or he needs to get to Hollis quick enough where Hollis can disrupt this tag. And he's got the tag in, and Se7en gets the tag, and you're about to see carnage in the Anarchy Wrestling ring.
Just clubbing
axe handles. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Oh, very smart move by Hollis as he went to the knee.
And again, knowing the repertoire of these two.
Caught in a vertical suplex. Slingshot takes him all the way over to the
into
other
a jackhammer. That's the move that he calls the original sin. And that would have been a 3 count if Mike Posey wouldn't have come over the top. Shaun Tempers sends Posey over the top with the clothesline. And we have Corey Hollis in a bad way after that basically springboard jackhammer, muscling him. He dove into Se7en. Se7en caught him in the air in a standing suplex.
He's got him up in a fireman's carry.
He has got Se7en, all but 380 pounds of Se7en in the air.
I don't believe what I've just seen. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. We almost had new tag team champions.
I can't believe we saw Corey Hollis lift Se7en off the ground.
That was over 300 pounds. He must have made a dozen rotations with him on his shoulders.
And you can see, does that, again, the rotation, does that benefit him anymore? Because now he's dizzy. He doesn't know where he's at. He's trying to make the tag.
Well, they went for the tag, but I don't think that's going to count. Big choke slam.
Oh, and it's all over the...
1, 2, and 3.
The winners of the match, and still Anarchy Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Elite